Family, friends, loved ones, I want to thank you for coming to my graduation. And for those who could not come, I know that you all love me all the same. Mom, I'm so thankful that you kept repeating for me to do my work. And I want to thank you, Mr. Henry, for repeating the repeats of me needing to do my work. And for all the people who have told me to do my work, because I finally made it, finally, and I can relax as much as I can. Thank you, and I love you all. No matter what my face says, I love you all.
I would like to take this time to thank my family. Mom, thank you for loving me. Ryan, thank you for uplifting me. Pop, thank you for your words of wisdom. And Grandma, thank you for instilling these values in me that will take me far in life. I would like to thank the remainder of my loved ones and family and friends. Bryce, Brandon, Lyndon, Auntie Heather, thank you for encouraging me. Thank you for your constructive criticism. And thank you to everyone who's coming and supporting me.
Hey Mommy, hey Daddy, Kara, Sidra, Matthew. Hi guys, I first would like to give thanks to God for bringing me through this long year. And second of all, my parents. Mommy, you know, we've had our times, our difficulties, but we've made it through. And you've shown me what it's like to be a strong woman. These last couple of weeks, you've really been encouraging me to do my best. And Pops, I just want to thank you for everything that you've done. All this time we've been at school, you've always worked hardest, even though you were tired and you didn't feel like being up sometimes, you would still help us with our homework. And I want to thank you for working the jobs that you worked to put me through school. Third of all, I want to give thanks to my brothers and sisters. You know, y'all are real home G's. You know, I love y'all to death. Karis, you know, my big sister, even though you can be annoying, so annoying. I love you so much. I love Sidra so much. Ever since Karis left, we got super close. Matthew, my little mini-me, I love you too. I want to thank you to all my other family members and my best friend Ashlyn. I love all you guys. Peace out.
I would like to say thank you to my mom and dad for giving me, my brother, and my sister a Christian education. I know that this has not been an easy thing for us to do, but with God's help, I've managed to make it through successfully in my years of high school. Dad, I know you work hard and we don't always say thank you, but I just want you to know that I really appreciate your hard work. Just keep up the good work like you're doing. And also I want to say the same thing to my mom. You work hard to keep us healthy and alive as well. You encourage me to do my very best and tell me that I can be anything that I want to be if I just work hard for it. So just thank you for helping me over the years with the projects, the homework, the assignments, and anything else that I seem to struggle in. Thank you for always being there for me when I'm feeling down, lonely, and reminding me of how special I am. I just want to thank the Lord for you guys, and I just want to let you know that I love you very much.
Well, it's about that time of year. Yeah, just want to say thank you, Mom and Dad, for all the sacrifices that you made for us. And man, there were some pretty big sacrifices, and I'm glad that you stuck with it. Thank you for letting me come here all these years. And yeah, I love you very much. And yeah, just you know what to do. All right? Okay. Thank you.
So. Just like to say thank you to everybody that's been an impact in my life. You know, I start off with, you know, the people closest to me. I want to say thank you to my mom and dad. You guys have put more time than anyone into making me who I am today. And, you know, it may not seem like I was listening all the time, but I definitely was, and I promise it'll come back when it really needs to. So, you know, thank you for that. Thank you for all my sisters, Ezrika, Kendria, Kenisha. You know, thank you for all your support, helping me with advice, you know, in times when, you know, I needed you. Thank you for all of that. Thank you to Kendria and Jared, you know, for all the things that you've done. You know, I'm really grateful for all of that. So yeah, thank you. Also thank you to the other people who have helped out, you know, Miss Burton, Miss Allen. Thank you guys, you know, so much. And thank you to Pastor Todd, you know, all the time that we spent together before, you know, kind of left. But yeah, just thank you for all of that. You know, I'm glad that I've made it to this point, and I hope that you all are just as proud as I am because you put in just as much work as I did. And just remember, I drop bars like a clumsy chocolate salesperson.
Hi, I want to thank all my family for coming out to support me. I want to thank my Aunt Iris for letting me stay with her these past 2 years and cooking for me whenever I'm hungry. I want to give a shout out to my cousin / best friend Brianna. Thank you for always having time for me and hanging out with me like on the weekends and stuff. I want to give a shout out to my 3 siblings, my Yut-Yuts, Paris, Gary, and India. I love you guys so much and I don't know what I would do without you. Lastly, I want to thank my parents for creating me. I love you guys so much, and I know you all are proud of me.
I want to say thank you to everybody who's been in my life and supported me in my 13 years of education. And I want to say thank you to my parents for staying in my life. I love y'all both. Mom, thank you for being my counselor and having those late, deep night convos that reached out to my heart. I love you for that. And my dad being my influence and my role model and everything I needed. Yeah, you just set morals in my heart and established what I need to be as a man. So thank you. I love y'all both.
First, I would like to thank my mom. She's been there from day one, literally. But yeah, she's been there and she supported me all through my years, and I'm just thankful for her. I may not show it, but I really do love her. I'd like to thank Grammy. She's been taking me and my sisters to school for 4 years, and to top it all off, she's been keeping us at her house. And like I said, I may not show it, but I really do love you, Grammy. I do. And I would like to thank my sisters, Anna, you've been there, helped me out, homework, all kind of stuff. Thank you, big sis. Bria, a little crazy, but you know, I still love you. I may not show it, but you know I do. And people like Mr. Lee helped with my tuition. Like, thank you. You've been there all these 4 years too. I can't even lie. But most of all, I would like to thank my mom again, because she really helped me a lot.
Hi Mom, hi Dad. I just want to say thank you for everything that you've done for me when I was growing up. Thank you for all the help that you gave me when I was a kid and I was struggling with all of my work. Dad, thank you for helping me with math when I needed it, because now my math, you know, is really, really good. Mom, thank you for all the other help that you've given. Thank you for all of the guidance that you showed me. And also, Dad, thank you for all of the guidance that you've given me as a growing boy, growing young man. And it's really coming clear to me how life will be later on in the future. And just thank you for lending me things and not letting me pay you back for them. And because you know that you could always replace it. Thank you just for all of the lessons that you've taught me, all of the spiritual lessons, and the personal lessons, and the mental lessons as well. And I hope I get all your guidance for the future and hopefully pass it on to children when I have some. Thanks.
Hi, I just want to thank my mom for pushing me to work hard in school and always reminding me of my potential. I want to thank my daddy for supporting me and being someone I can come and confide in and always giving me advice and being there when I messed up. I'd like to thank my grandma and my grandpa for their love over the years and allowing me to live with them the past year. I want to thank my auntie and my tia for the words of encouragement and support they've shown over the years and the love. I want to thank Mama too for your prayers. Most importantly, I want to thank my Uncle Trevor for always coming through every year and paying for my Christian education. And I love everyone, and anyone I didn't mention, I love you as well, and thank you for your love and encouragement and support.
Okay, hi. Okay, first off, I would like to thank Mr. and Mrs. Shipe. Ms. Shipe is my mentor, and Mr. Shipe is my photography teacher, but they've both been like another set of parents to me, and I am so grateful to have them in my life. I know when I ever need somebody to talk to, I can go to Ms. Shipe. She's like the homie, except on another level. And I know Mr. Shipe's always going to be there to talk to too, especially about boys. And next I want to thank Miss Geneva. She's like another mother to me. She's always there for me. She's always making sure I'm doing good in school. She's always attending my events. I would like to thank my sister, who is my best friend, who is my ride or die, and who I know she doesn't live with us, but she's always there to talk to. And even though we argue sometimes, I know that we'll always still be the best of friends. And I remember when I was younger and I drove into the house, I was like 12, and she didn't talk to me for like half a year. But it was just awful. But now we're closer than ever, and I'm so thankful for her. And most importantly, I'm thankful for my number one headache, who is my mother. I love that lady, even though sometimes I may not act like it or I may not show it, but I'm just being a typical teenager, and we argue about everything like every day. But I know she only wants the best at heart, and I wouldn't trade her for the world. And I know she's gonna miss me next year, so if she acts like she's not gonna miss me, she's gonna miss me. But I love that lady, and I'm sorry if I ever disappointed you or I did something that you didn't like. It wasn't out of spite or anything to hurt you. It was just something I thought would be for my good. But I know you have the best at heart for me, and all you do is care about me and my sister. And I know that if nobody else is there in life for me, besides God, of course, is you. And I know that if my father was here, he would be very proud of where I am today. My father was my best friend, and he died 4 years ago. And every day I just think about how I need to be a better young lady to make him proud. And so I'm here today because I'm doing better for my mother, and I'm doing what my father would have loved me to do. And I'm staying in Christian education. And so thank you for everybody who's been there to support me, who's been like my mother and my father, and who's been there to lead and guide me, and who's always taught me to pray. So just thank you to everybody.
I would like to start off by thanking God for allowing me to get this far. I would like to thank my family and friends for all their support. And I would like to thank you, Mom, for everything that you've done for me throughout the years, all the hard work and effort and time you put into making sure I do my best and strive my hardest in everything I do. And I would like to thank my brother and my grandmother for all the wise counsel that you all have given me throughout my life that I have really used and they have really came in handy. So thank you.
I would first of all like to thank my aunt, uncle, grandmother, and father for their many sacrifices and their love and care through these years. I would also like to thank them for their encouragement and their help when I needed problems. When I had problems, I could always go to them, and I'd like to thank them for that. I would also like to thank my friends and family who have supported me and encouraged me throughout the years and believed that I could become something. I just want you all to know that I love you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you.
All right, well, first and foremost, got to give a shout out to the squad, Amari, Bafali, Nelson, and Leon. All right, but now back to the real thing, I'm thankful for my family, my pops, for all the stuff he did for me, and definitely my sister, because, she keep me grounded, always telling me to do my work and stuff. But most definitely, I give a shout out to my mom, she's the number one woman in my life, and, I got love for her, she does all this stuff for me, and I know I don't thank you enough, but real talking about, I appreciate everything you do for me.
So, hey you guys, I'm Kristen. First, I'm gonna talk about my mommy. Mommy, I love you to death. Like, you're everything. My right hand to my left hand, right foot, left foot, 1 to my 2. Oh, because 1 + 1 = 2. Okay. Oh, you taught me that, girl. But this 12, 13 years, however long, has been great. I'm sorry if I ever disappointed you. I'm sorry. Well, I just love you, mommy, and I wouldn't ask God for a greater mommy than you. Craigie, you my dog. We get into it sometimes, but you're still my dog, and I love you to death. And I thank God that my mommy met you, because if she didn't, we would have never been able to move to Huntsville, and I would have never had this great experience that I had. Oh, Chris. Hey, daddy. Hey, daddy, dog. I don't know if you're here or not, but if you're not here, that's okay. But if you are here, I just want to let you know that I still love you no matter what, and I know that you love me, and I wouldn't have asked for a better daddy. Vita, you my dog, your life. Auntie Karen, I love you, girl. You help, girl. I love you too, girl. What that booty do? Okay, I remember that. But I guess all of you guys, Auntie Lainey, my whole support system. Like, I don't know what life is without you guys. Mommy, you struggled 17, about to be 18 years, and you did it all by yourself. And I just would never have asked for a greater role model than you guys. But I love you guys.
Дорогие мама и папа, я бы хотел поблагодарить вас за все, что вы сделали и делаете для меня. Это очень для меня важно, так как вы моя поддержка и опора. Благодаря вам я сейчас нахожусь здесь. Я понимаю, нелегко все вам далось, чтобы я и мой брат находились тут. Спасибо тебе, пап, за то, что ты помогаешь морально со своими афоризмами, мудрыми словами и опытом. Без тебя у меня бы не было такого большого словарного запаса и мудрости. Спасибо за шутки и приколы, так как они поднимают настроение. Спасибо за твои рассказы про то, как ты вырос, так как я могу сравнить свою жизнь с твоей и понять, что я могу на большее и что мне повезло с родителями и с братом. Еще, конечно же, спасибо за бокс. Мамуль, спасибо тебе, что родила меня, что родила меня. Спасибо тебе, что ты такая очень одаренная. Мамуль, очень большое спасибо, что ты поддерживала, когда мне нужно было дополнительные занятия с математикой, с английским и так далее. Спасибо тебе, что ты такая красивая, молодая и очень-очень умная. Кстати, я один из лучших учеников математики, и это благодаря тебе. Я очень сильно благодарен за твой труд, за твою заботу, потому что когда я болел, ты всегда приезжала с работы и ухаживал за мной, даже несмотря на то, что ты могла заболеть тоже. Конечно же, я не могу забыть своего брата. Спасибо, братан. Без тебя мне тут было бы очень тяжело. Ты лучший брат, потому что ты супер куват. И напоследок хочу поблагодарить Илою, а.к.а. второй папа. За последние 2 года он мне стал как отец, поддерживал, всегда присутствовал на моих почетных событиях. Спасибо тебе большое. Спасибо вам большое. I also want to shout out my squad, Nelson, Ivan, Amari, and Leon, and Quinton, and also to my homie Sam.
First of all, I want to say thank you to my parents for bringing me into this world. I am so lucky to call you guys my parents. Thank you for encouraging me to be the best that I can be. I also want to say thank you to my godparents and my Aunt Chris. Thank you guys for always praying for me and supporting me in everything that I do. Thank you to my sisters, Tanya and Danelle, for always pushing me to strive for greatness. You guys are the best sisters a girl could ever ask for. I also want to give a huge thank you to my sissy, my confidant, my best friend, my everything, Teresa. I would not be the woman I am today without you. You have helped me grow in so many ways, and I just want to say thank you for everything that you have done. Your hard work has not gone unnoticed, and I am so grateful that God has put you in my life, and I got to spend the last 4 years with you and Oakwood. Thank you guys. Thank you to everybody else who have supported me and prayed for me, and thank you also again to my parents for putting me into a Christian education. I have grown so much, and thank you.
I want to thank my grandmother for everything she's done for me. I also want to thank my late grandfather who supported me and pushed me to do well in school until his death during my freshman year. Without him, I never would have found my love for music. And now I want to thank a very special person, my mother. Throughout both of our lives, people have been walking in and out, but you have remained the one person who has constantly been there for me. This is why you are my hero. Since the day I was born, you have played both roles of being mom and dad, which for that I am truly grateful. Through it all, I realized what I cherish most is how you were and forever will be my rock. Things happen and people come and go, but you have always been there. We have grown and shaped each other into the people we are today. Whenever the world seemed cold and dark, you were the warmth and light I needed to get through it. I would have never been able to see the strength within myself without you. You nurtured my talents and allowed me to form my own opinions. And now that I move into the next chapter of my life, I can assure you that I will be safe. Thank you so much for all you do, and I love you.
First, I'd like to thank my mom for raising me to be the best me I could be. Thank you for staying by my side every step of the way through all the difficulties and frustrations. We are truly like peas and carrots. And thank you, Dad, for helping me become the man I am today. I can say without a doubt, you're tough loving, I would probably not even be here today. I love you both and thank you for accompanying me on this journey we call life.
3.
Hello. I would like to say thank you to my supporters who have put me through Christian education for the past 12 years. And I would like to thank my church family and my family who has been very supportive, you know. And my biggest thank you not only goes to my teachers who have given a lot of grace and mercy, but to my grandmother who has been my hero and who has been there just through thick and thin. Like, she's just been, you know, playing both roles in my life, the mother and the father, since I clearly don't have those in my life. And I just want to say thank you. I know I don't say I appreciate you as much, but I appreciate you very, very much. And I love you, and thank you for putting up.
How y'all doing? It's your boy, Big Boss GQ, and I'm here to just give my thanks. I'd like to give a thanks to my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. I'd like to give a thanks to my birth mother, my only mother, my mom. I love you, Mama. I'd like to give a thanks to my family, you know, everybody that came out to support me and see me graduate. I'd like to give a thanks to myself, you know, because where can I be without being Quinn Moore? I'd like to give a thanks to just my city in general, Chicago, you know. We're gonna make changes up there, hopefully. You know, everybody love me up there. I'd like to give a thanks to my family up there in Chicago. If you couldn't make it down, if you couldn't make it down and you're seeing this right now, I love y'all. And I'd just like to give a thanks to my friends, family. I already said that, but oh well. And thank you.
Okay. First of all, I would like to start off by saying thank you to everyone who has impacted my life in tremendous ways, especially to my friends and everyone who's always been there for me. Thank you to my poppy, my nanny, auntie, Shay, and Stephen, and also my parents. Without these people, I would not be the person I am today. Thank you, Nanny and Poppy, for always being there with a helping hand throughout my life, for the countless talks and stories, always giving me such words of wisdom, for all of our nice trips out of town, whether it be to Florida or even just to Birmingham. Thank you for being there whenever I needed you. Thank you for always making me feel loved and appreciated and letting me know to always put God first in any and everything I do in life. I will always be grateful for everything you all have done. I would also like to thank my auntie for all the hard work she has put into me over the years, for staying up and helping me with any English essays, reports, or research papers that I've had to do and allowing me to make it through English with Mrs. Woods over these last 4 years. Also, for having those many lectures I received from her, whether it be about boys or school, or even just making sure I always use correct grammar. All of it will always be remembered. To my little brother, Stephen, my miracle baby, I love you so much. We may get on each other's nerves all the time, but you're still my little Steph, even as you get older. Thank you for knowing how to make me laugh even when I'm down, and for being sweet all the time when we were younger, even though that's changing now. I love you, Steph, and I'm so glad God made you my little brother. Now I would like to thank my brother Shay for so much. He has been my counselor, my best friend, and my protector throughout my whole life. He has taught me so many things. He has taught me to always stand out and not to worry about what everyone else says, and to be my own person. To know that family always comes first through anything life takes us through, and to always follow the Lord's plan. Shay is a God-filled man, and he has helped me through so many things. He is the best older brother I could ever ask for, and I love and thank you so much for always being there for me through anything. Plus, for always helping me and bailing me out of trouble in the past when Mommy and Daddy seemed to always be on my case, and also taking the fall for me sometimes, even when we both knew it was my fault. I love you, Shay, and thank you for always being a good older brother. Last and foremost, I would like to thank my parents for all the many sacrifices they have made for me. To my daddy for always being my #1 man and always making me feel special and just like a princess. For being my coach my caretaker, provider, and just the best father I could imagine. Thank you for all the long talks we've had, whether good or bad. And thank you for disciplining me even when I didn't want to be. You've taught me so many things. What to look for in a guy and what not to look for in a guy, and even know how to fight. I will always know I'm your #1 girl, and I want you to know that I will always be Daddy's little girl. Thank you for slaving and sacrificing for the family and staying out late at all times of the night working so that you can provide for us. God knew what he was doing when he made you my daddy, and I'm so glad that he did. To my mommy, you are just wow. You have worked so hard and worked so hard to make sure that we have been able to follow our dreams and make all of our wishes come true. You've battled through many obstacles in life, and you are just so strong and courageous. You've put up with me for so long through my constant nagging and arguing with you, and you've continued to show me love through it all. Thank you for making my banquets bomb and always knowing what to buy that would make me feel like a queen no matter what the price is, even if we didn't have the money. You've always made a way. You have made a million sacrifices for me. You've taught me how to dress, how to be a strong woman, how to love God, and just general girl things. You've made the biggest impact on my life, and I'm forever thankful. It's been a little patchy between us lately, but I know we'll come together and get through it because we always have. You're my mommy, and I love you. Thank you for having me and making me into who I am today. I love you with all my heart, and thank you.
All right. This goes out to my beautiful 60-something-year-old mother, Sultane Santaj. I love you, baby. So, mommy, you've done a lot for me. All my 18 years that you've taken care of me. You've literally you spoil me, and yeah. But I love you so much. Like, you mean the world, and like everything outside and inside of it to me. Like, you're my right hand, my left hand, my backbone, my ride or die, my shooter, my partner in crime. Like, you're everything, and like I love you so much. And I don't know what I'm gonna do without you, but that we'll never have to worry about that, because wherever you go, I go. When I go off to college, you're gonna come with me, surprise. And yeah, so I love you. Remember that. Never forget it, and stay chill, girl. That's all. Nah.
First and foremost, I would like to thank you, my parents. I love you guys, and I'm thankful for everything you've done for me. I'm especially thankful for all the advice and things you have given me over the years, and that's something I plan to take with me to college and beyond. Dad, you're my role model. I love how hard you work to take care of our family. That's something that I hope to do when I'm a parent. Mom, I also love how caring you are and always putting our needs before yourself. And Dad, I'm thankful that you guys put me in Oakwood, even though, you know, it was a struggle for me to get to like the people and everything. I'm actually thankful that I listened to you guys, and now I love it here. And Sean and Jay, oh my goodness. I don't know where I'd be without you guys. I absolutely love y'all. I love all the time we spend together when we were little to growing up now, and I love how close we've gotten. And oh my grandma, I love you. I love how you are so supportive of me, especially this year since I've been having a tough time. You've always been there to talk to me and be there for me. Grandma Pam, I love you also. I don't know where I'd be without you. You have always been there to keep me laughing and, you know, be there for me. So I just want to thank all of you guys, and I love you, and thank you. And anybody else left out, just know that I love you too.